so fine, your kiss is one of a kind. Beauty and charm, let's walk arm in arm and hold tight and never let go. Oh, sweet love, I knew when I laid eyes on you, and you felt what I felt too. One single glance led to romance.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, February 17, 2021 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and this is SunStar Tonight. An overseas Filipino worker who arrived in Cebu from the United Arab Emirates has tested positive for the coronavirus disease even after having received 2 shots of the Sinopharm vaccine. The Department of Health Central Visayas says it's possible that the immunity provided by the vaccine has not kicked in yet. Chari Coronel reports.
The Department of Health Central Visayas confirmed that a 43-year-old male overseas Filipino worker residing in Mandaue City has tested positive for the coronavirus disease even after he already received 2 shots of Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine. DOH Central Visayas spokesperson Dr. Mary Jean Lorecha said that the OFW came from the United Arab Emirates. He received 2 doses of Sinopharm vaccines last December 12, 2020 and January 2, 2021. The patient arrived in Cebu last January 5, 2021 and completed the mandatory quarantine on January 20. He was swabbed last February 8. His result came back positive on February 9. The regional DOH said 5 out of 7 household members of the patient also tested positive for COVID-19 and are currently being isolated. Lorecha said the OFW is now asymptomatic. Asked as to the chances of someone still testing positive even after getting vaccinated, Lorecha explained that there are no solid scientific studies yet as to the length of immunity that a vaccine can give. There is also a high probability that the immunity the vaccine can give has not yet kicked in. Meanwhile, DOH Central Visayas reported that the current critical care utilization rate of all the hospitals catering COVID-19 patients in Cebu City is still at 46%. Lorecha said the safe zone is at 60% and below, which she described that the city is still in the safe zone. The current critical care utilization rate is the number of regular and intensive care unit COVID beds dedicated for patients of COVID-19, isolation beds and ventilators in use in these facilities. Cebu hospitals have allocated 903 regular and ICU COVID beds as of February 12. As of February 16, Cebu City has 2,599 total active COVID-19 cases, with 156 new cases recorded yesterday. Chari Coronel, SunStar Tonight.
A group of Cebuano entrepreneurs has recommended that micro, small, and medium enterprises be made part of the priority sectors of the COVID vaccination program. Kenneth Torres reports.
The Filipino Cebuano Business Club or FilCeb has recommended that the micro, small and medium enterprises be included in the priority sector in the upcoming vaccination. FilCeb Chairman Ray Kaluoy said that MSMEs spur the local economy. They have to operate daily to earn their income. Kaluoy also decried the Sunday lockdowns being implemented by barangays Guadalupe and Lahug, the 2 biggest barangays in Cebu City in terms of population. He added that decisions should be based on science and statistics, especially if it can potentially harm MSMEs already struggling to stay afloat during the COVID-19 pandemic. FilCeb does not support any lockdown because every time it happens, it endangers livelihood. The priority list or Group 1 in the vaccination program includes frontline health workers in both public and private hospitals, and barangay health workers, indigent senior citizens, remaining senior citizens, indigent population, uniformed personnel of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Philippine National Police, Philippine Coast Guard, Bureau of Fire Protection, and CAFGO. Next in line, or Group B, are the teachers, social workers, government workers, essential workers outside health, education, social welfare sectors including agriculture, food industry, transportation, tourism, manufacturing and construction, among others. Special groups such as persons deprived of liberty, persons with disability, and those living in high-density areas, overseas Filipino workers, and other remaining workforce. Kenneth Torres, SunStar Tonight.
Another town mayor has tested positive for the coronavirus disease. Ginatilan Mayor Dean Michael Cinco is the 9th mayor in Cebu to contract the virus. Chari Coronel reports.
Ginatilan Mayor Dean Michael Cinco has tested positive for COVID-19. Cinco also confirmed that his wife, Hannah, also tested positive for the virus. He said he was asymptomatic. His wife is a legal frontliner who attended a hearing last February 11. She had a fever on February 12 and took a saliva test the following day. The couple is now in isolation. The mayor said other members of their household are under home quarantine and scheduled to have their swab tests soon. He assured the delivery of government services will not be hampered despite his situation. Cinco is the 9th mayor in Cebu who contracted the virus. Other mayors include the Anbantayan Mayor San Shimura, Barili Mayor Marlon Garcia, Tuburan Mayor Danilo Diamante, Asturias Mayor Antonio Pintor, Alcoy Mayor Michael Angelo Sistoso, San Fernando Mayor Lacambini Riluya, Talisay City Mayor Gerald Samsam Gulyas, and Lapu-Lapu City Mayor Jonard Chan. Chari Coronel, SunStar Tonight.
Former Cebu City councilor and radio personality Jack Jakosalem passed away this morning. The former councilor was rushed to the hospital on February 14 for seizure, pneumonia, and urinary tract infection. Kenneth Torres reports.
Former Cebu City Councilor Jack Jakosalem died past 6 a.m. on Wednesday. This was disclosed by Chantel Hilvano Buncalon, a close friend of Jakosalem's wife, Catalina Sharon Yap Jakosalem. In 2012, he underwent brain surgery due to neurocystic cirrhosis, a parasitic disease in the nervous system. On February 14, he was hospitalized due to seizure, pneumonia, and urinary tract infection. City officials have expressed their deepest sympathy to the family. Cebu City Vice Mayor Michael Rama described Jakosalem as a passionate advocate for a more livable Cebu City. Rama said Jakosalem was also a former city traffic chief, where he advocated for solutions to traffic, including opposing the controversial construction of 2 flyovers. Former Mayor Tomas Osmeña also acknowledged the former city councilor. Jakosalem, also known as Jack the Wack, was a disc jockey and former manager of Y101 FM. He was also a former chairman of Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas Cebu Chapter. Kenneth Torres, SunStar Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and this has been SunStar Tonight. See you again tomorrow. Good night.